If you have a OnePlus 15R or 15, I'm about to reveal 15 settings that are switched off on day one that will instantly level up your device's performance and abilities once you switch them on. If you haven't changed these settings yet, you might be like, when you see what they are. But don't worry, watch this video because you're about to unlock your OnePlus 15R's beast mode. And if you stick around, I got some good news for you Oxygen OS fans. So let's kick this off by upgrading the part of the phone that you look at every day, the display. So I've added the settings right here on the home screen because we are going to be using this a lot throughout this video. If you're completely new to Oxygen OS, there's a couple of ways you can access the settings. You can either find the settings app in the app tray, or you can swipe down from the top right corner and get to the settings here. Once in the settings, we're going to scroll down to display and brightness. And some people might not realize this, but the display is not actually optimized out of the box to deliver the best possible picture performance. So that's what we're going to change right here. So if you scroll down to screen resolution, right now it's set to auto select, which is fine when it comes to power efficiency. But if you want the optimal display performance, you should set this to high. This way you get the maximum pixels per inch, and this phone has a huge battery, so battery life isn't really a concern with a phone like this. If later on down the line you need even more juice, you can of course scale this back, but for now, on day one, I recommend you change this. Okay, now let's improve it even more. Let's go back into the settings, back to display and brightness, and then this time, we're going to scroll down to where you see screen refresh rate. Tap on this. This particular phone in this price bracket has one of the best and fastest displays that you can get, but it won't be performing at its fastest speeds 100% of the time, which again could be good when it comes to battery life. But if you want the absolute peak performance, you can set this to high. So with this enabled, whenever your phone detects there is a game or an app that can support 165 Hz, it will use its maximum speed. And if you want to go real pro with this, you can actually go to app specific refresh rates. Here you can actually choose which apps have access to 120 Hz, which is going to be the default since you've set it to high. But if it's a less demanding app and you don't really care about the refresh rates, you can scale it down to 90 or 60. That way, even though your phone's locked in at the highest refresh rate, you can still optimize battery usage for those specific apps. Okay, this next setting is another way to upgrade your display so that it works more dynamically based on your surroundings. Let's jump back into the settings and go back down to display and brightness. Scroll down on this page, and here I recommend leaving auto brightness on. I've got it off for this video, but the setting that's switched off that you should switch on is this, adaptive tone. So this allows the phone to adjust the colors of the display based off of the lighting in your environment. And this can make the phone more gentle on the eyes and sometimes more consistently accurate when it comes to colors. Now, sometimes when you use your phone and you don't touch the screen for a certain amount of time, it will lock, even if you're still reading something that's on the display. Isn't that annoying? So here is a way you can fix that. Let's go back into the display and brightness settings. This time we're going to scroll down to where you see screen attention. Again, this is switched off by default. If you switch this on, now your phone can use that front camera to detect when you're looking at the screen. And when you are looking at the screen, even if your screen off timeout is really, really short, it will keep it open for you. So that's a nice setting to switch on day one. So you might already know this, but the OnePlus 15R uses the same primary camera sensor as the flagship model. But did you know, out of the box, some of the settings hold back its max performance? And I know what you're thinking. Why? And I don't know why either, but what I do know is how to unlock it. So let me show you exactly how to do that. So let's go back into the settings, scroll all the way down to accessibility and convenience. This first step is actually a feature that's switched off that can help you access your camera very, very quickly when those fleeting moments occur. So if you scroll down to where you see power button and tap here, you'll notice on this page that the double click the power button is actually not mapped at all. It says none next to it. So if you go to this, here you can map it to the only option that's available, and that's the camera. So this can be super handy when your phone is locked or unlocked. A double tap here, jump straight into the camera app. And I know there'll be some of you guys thinking, why not just use the plus key on the other side to do that? Well, I'm going to show you a better use case for that a little bit later on in the video. So now let's get into actually how to improve the camera performance overall. So if we jump into the camera app, hit the three lines in the top right corner and go to settings. These are specific settings that affect the camera and are not available through the regular settings menu. On this page, you want to go to formats. And if you've been using this phone for a while and you haven't changed this, you might be kicking yourself because as standard, the photo quality is standard and not high resolution. So if you want the best quality images from your OnePlus 15R, you should immediately switch this to high resolution. Yes, this can increase the file sizes of the image, but I honestly think it's worth it. And actually the phone won't always use the highest resolution. Sometimes it will default back to the adaptive resolution, depending on the lighting conditions that you're taking the photos in. But with this on, at least you know most of the time you will be getting the very best picture quality when taking photos. So for this next tip, we're going to stay within the camera settings. We're just going to go back one step to the main page, but this time we're going to scroll down a bit further until we see this bitrate. And again, as standard, it's set to standard. So if you jump into this setting here, you'll discover the option to set it to high quality. So this instantly improves the video recording capabilities of your device, not only when shooting in the pro video mode, but also just when you're shooting regular videos. The only downside to doing this is the file sizes will be slightly larger, but in my opinion, that's a good compromise for better quality recordings. So we've improved the photo and video using the rear cameras. Now let's improve the selfie camera usability a little bit. Again, let's go back into the camera and to the camera settings. This time, navigate to where you see shooting methods. And once again, you will notice that it's switched off. So go to this, and here you can enable the show palm. This is fantastic when it comes to shooting selfies, because once you've got the selfie camera open, instead of having to use your other hand to hit the shutter button or touch the screen, you can literally just show your palm to the camera and that starts the countdown to take a selfie. This is super, super handy. See what I did there? So your OnePlus device has a cutting-edge silicon nanostack battery that supports pretty much double the charging speeds of an iPhone at the time of this video. But did you know it won't reach its full speed unless you change a couple of settings? And I know some of you might be worried about maxing out charging speeds, as is commonly known that this can shorten the lifespan of a battery cell. Well, these next two tips will help you get the most when it comes to charging speeds and battery health. Once again, let's go into the settings on the device. This time we're going to scroll down to where you see battery. And you'll notice here, this is where you can find the various preset battery modes. So if you want the max performance, you can enable it here. But what I really want to show you is this. Scroll down again. And this is where you will find the option to enable another feature that's switched off on day one, and it is the smart charging. So switch this on. With this on, your phone will begin to learn when you charge your battery. For example, if you charge overnight, what it will do is charge to 80% and then it will time it just right so that when you usually wake up, it will finish that last 20% for you just in time. So switch this on day one, and I think you'll be glad you did later on down the line. Okay, staying within the settings and the battery settings, here is another feature that's switched off that you should definitely switch on if you value your time. So swipe down on this page until you see charging settings at the bottom. This is where you'll find the option to enable the smart rapid charging. Switch this on. With this active, when using an appropriate charging power brick, you will get the absolute fastest speeds, and it will also do this intelligently. So it's not going to redline your battery to the point where it starts to destroy it. It does warn you that the device can get a little bit warm when using this method, but if you don't care about that, then switch this on. Did you know that your OnePlus device has some hidden security settings that can stop you from getting hacked? No one wants that, right?
هاكر 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 يا جماعة لو انتبهتوا لحركاته هاكر.
I'm also going to share with you a privacy feature that I think you'll appreciate the most if you don't like the idea of people spying on your phone. So let's get that security feature in place first. Let's jump into the settings and scroll down to security and privacy. Now don't get a false sense of security here when you see everything looks good at the top, because there is this feature right here, the advanced protection, which is actually not on, even though it says everything looks good. So tap here where it says see details, scroll down and enable the device protection. And this might seem like a really simple little setting that doesn't really do that much, but when you scroll down, you will see all of the things that this has put in place for you to keep your device nice and safe. Now here's that feature that can keep your device more private and shielded from prying eyes. So within the settings menu, scroll down to notifications and quick settings. On this page, scroll down to where you see more settings. And this is where you'll find another feature that's actually switched off out of the box. And it's this here at the bottom, smart notification hiding. Tap on this and enable it. In order for this to work, you have to have mapped your face to the face unlock. So if you haven't done that, you can enroll. And if you're wondering, the reason why I didn't do the face unlock straight out of the box is because I prefer the fingerprint. It's more secure than the 2D face unlock. But this is very useful for this particular feature because what it does is it blocks notifications from popping up when someone else is looking at your screen and not you. Okay, the next few settings will improve and streamline the way you use your phone on a daily basis. Let's start with a setting that makes your phone better at phone calls. Again, this is not on out of the box. So once again, let's jump into settings, and this time we're going to go to sound and vibration. On this page, if you scroll down, you will find the Oxygen OS Clear Voice feature. Tap on this and enable it. What this essentially does is use AI to cancel out background noises when on phone calls. So if you think you're ever going to take a phone call in a busy place where there's lots of road noise and people talking in the background and things like that, well then this is going to be perfect for you. Now let's talk about one of the unique OnePlus features. And of course I am referring to this key on this side known as the plus key. So to set this up, jump into the settings and scroll down, and here you'll find some dedicated settings for the plus key. Tap on this. So if you didn't like the idea of mapping the double tap of the power key to open the camera, you can actually map the plus key to open the camera if you prefer. And whilst here, you can even choose what mode it jumps straight into. That is a choice that you have to make. But for me personally, I really like the Mindspace feature on this phone. If you're not familiar with Mindspace, essentially what it is kind of like a screenshot on steroids. So let's say, for example, you're researching a particular topic on various different websites. Whenever you find something useful, if you push the Mindspace button, the whole screen will light up like this, and you'll even see up here in this little kind of dynamic island that has been added to the Mindspace. Now, when you jump into Mindspace, it will create an AI summary of the information that you've grabbed, as well as the shortcut to get back to where you were when you took that particular screenshot. And another reason why I really like keeping this as Mindspace is when you hold the button down, it activates a voice recorder, which, similar to doing the screen grabs, will create an AI summary of what it was you were saying and some context as to when you did it and that kind of stuff. This, in my opinion, is such a great research tool baked right into the device. And let's say you grabbed a bunch of research on a particular topic and it's all there in the Mindspace. You can actually even quiz Mindspace by hitting ask questions right here, and the device will use this onboard AI to help clarify all of the information and streamline everything that you've researched so that you can understand it better. All right, here is another little AI feature that's switched off on day one, which I recommend you switch on. So let's go into the settings and scroll down to the dedicated AI menu. At the top of this page, you will see AI search. Tap on this, and instantly you'll notice that the AI search feature is in fact switched off. Let's switch this on. And underneath this, you can actually choose what it has access to. So the settings, of course, is going to be super handy. So with this active, if you tap where it says search here, just above the dock, the search bar at the top now has access to more stuff. So if I type in anything, it can search through the entirety of the device to find specific information, and this will apply to files in your file app as well as your Mindspace and various other places on the device. And this is particularly handy when it comes to changing settings. So for example, let's say I want light mode to be on and I can't be bothered to find it within the settings menu. You just type it in there and it will take you straight to the point within the menu system where you can change it. All right, so that was number 15. Thank you for making it this far. I do have a couple more bonus tips for you guys as a reward for sticking around. And this first one is for you sports fans out there. If you follow any sports at all, you definitely want to take a look at this setting. So back into the settings menu, scroll down until you see accessibility and convenience. And here, navigate to live alerts. And here you will see the live alerts that will pop up. These are the ones that appear in this kind of dynamic island at the top. The one that I want to focus on for this is the sports from Google. If you tap on this, and this is kind of really well hidden. See the little arrow right here at the right side. If you tap that, don't tap the text on the screen. That will take you to the Google Sports page where you can follow your favorite teams. So have a look through this, find your favorite teams. in the list and then hit follow next to those. And now whenever your favorite teams are playing, you will get live alerts of how the game is going up here at the top of the screen. All right, this next setting is probably one of the most well-hidden ones, and it is off on day one, and most people might never find this. So let me show you how you can. So for the last time, let's go back into settings and scroll down to the system and update. Of course, you want to make sure your phone is up to date, so you can check that here. But what I want to show you is this, the recommended services. Go to this and scroll down, and you will likely see that your enhanced intelligence services are in fact switched off. Now, even though we enabled the smart charging and the battery protection features and things like that, this will actually go one level up from that if you switch it on. So your device will begin to learn how you use the device on a daily basis over time, and even based off of your geolocation. And in doing so, it will learn to optimize your device and tailor the performance of it specific to how you use it. Most people probably had no idea that this even exists, but now you do. So now, that bit of good news that I mentioned in the intro, this video really just skims the surface of what Oxygen OS can do. And if you truly want to unlock everything and personalize your device like a pro, I've made 3 additional videos just like this one that go much deeper and uncover all of the secret settings and hidden features that OnePlus have to offer. Those thumbnails are on screen right now, and if you haven't subscribed yet, well then,
Do it! Do it! Come on!
and if you've just done that, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man, and I will see you guys in the next one, so don't be late.